Vice President Harris sat down with my colleague Lester Holt for an exclusive interview on her first foreign trip and the administration's priorities for dealing with immigration. Joining me now here on set is NBC News' nightly news anchor, Lester Holt. Lester, it's great to see you. Welcome back.
Good to see you.
So quite the trip and quite the comments there by the vice president interview. Explain to us the big takeaways for you from this interview and what she had to say about not going to the border.
Sure. I mean, it's clear that the administration is dealing with the long game, and that's improving the economic situation in places like Guatemala, give people a reason to stay. But then there's the short game, which we see every day in the headlines of what's happening at the border. Clearly, she wants to focus, and her portfolio, frankly, has her dealing specifically with the diplomatic efforts, what's happening in the Northern Triangle. But back to that message Monica talked about, this notion of don't come. I pressed her a bit about that, on how that's being received in places where people are really under pressure to flee. What do you tell a Guatemalan family who heard you say don't come, but you know, they're facing the end. There's poverty, there's disease, all these things happening at once. You tell them don't come?
We don't want, listen, I don't think that Americans want people to be exposed to harm if they can avoid it. And what we are seeing is that people are fleeing. They're paying coyotes. They're taking the trek from the place that they know that they want to stay. So I'm here in Guatemala to say, what can we do to support people and to give them a sense of hope that help is on the way? So, for example, we have, for the first time, created an anti-trafficking task force, and in addition, an anti-corruption task force, where the United States Department of Justice, together with the Treasury Department and the State Department, are going to be focusing on the issue of corruption in this region. We need to deal with and confront the corruption issue, and we need to give people a sense of hope.
And one of the other takeaways, Eamon, is that there's not going to be an easy solution. She didn't offer some grand idea that, you know, if we do X, Y, and Z, things will be better tomorrow.
Yeah, and so to that point, Lester, given the fact that previous administrations, members of Congress for decades have been trying to deal with this issue, does this administration, does the vice president give you a sense of a timeline as to how they measure progress and how they're going to deal with these institutional challenges?
No, and I asked specifically about that, you know, what does victory or success look like? And there was not a clear answer. And I also raised the point that, and you kind of hit on it, that as vice president, Joe Biden had, you know, a very similar assignment to deal with what's happening in Central America, cut off the roots that lead to what we see at the border. And, you know, and I asked her, you know, what's new about your approach? And there are certain things new. This idea of enlisting private companies now that will, you know, create economic opportunities. That's a bit broader. And remember, the situation has changed a lot over the years with the pandemic, of course, has had a tremendous impact on, you know, some of the progress that was made has certainly slipped backwards.
All right, Lester Holt, thank you so much. Good to see you in person. And you can definitely catch more of Lester's exclusive interview with Vice President Kamala Harris tonight on NBC Nightly News.